Let's start this musical review journey by reviewing Kid Buu versus Lil Keed song called Source. Would you listen to a song where niggas say the word bitch 38 times? Would you listen to a song where 58.22% of the song is actually the chorus? I mean, these guys are so lyrically shallow. That's why you don't know about Lil Keed. That's why you don't know about Kid Buu. That's why little channels like me would actually go for such content to get 10-15 views, because the Google algorithm is gonna let me actually review this shit, because nobody like No Life Shack is gonna be touching this. Alright, just a little background into this nigga's Kid Buu. I've got no idea who he is. It's probably some underground trap nigga that I came across. Right, like I said, this is the only stuff that I can review because I'm a small channel. I'm gonna have to build my channel on crap like this. But I mean, this is what you do when you're trying to come up. Lil Keed is Young Thug's protege, who came up with Young Thug in the same hood wherever he was cripping or blooding, I don't know, but he sounds like Young Thug, you can tell. I mean, Young Thug is great at releasing proper songs. I mean, Meet Me at the London, whatever, right now with was that J. Cole and all that was dope. But in terms of bringing talent up, if this is what he's going to be up to, I don't think he's going to be very successful in that. I mean, look at the song, the name Kid Buu. In my neck of the woods, Boo sounds like a fart. And trust me, this song is like a fart. Wait till I get into it, from the lyrics to other things actually involved in actually creating this song. It can sound like boo. Someone can actually think you're trying to call them their boo, and you're in a mashup before you know it. I think these are just kids doing drugs somewhere, or probably with parents with money who decide to get into music, but they're not very good at it. So let's review this stupid song called Sauce. Like, I don't have all different types of sauce in my kitchen right now. It's all played out, from the names to the name of the song to the lyrics. It's something that me and you can do. It's nothing special. It's something you're probably just gonna listen to because I talked about it. If you actually are still on the video right now, and probably forget about it next week. A chick can't even twerk to you to this silly music because it's full of immature lyrics. So just stick around long enough for me to break it down to you. It might be your cousin, that's why you're still on this video. I am sorry, I just gonna have to tell you the truth. And for copyright issues such as my channel, I'm not gonna play the song. Look for the song on YouTube to hear what I'm talking about. But it was released 2-3 days ago, but it's probably a fossil by now. Okay, so for the names, you know I'm gonna give them like a 2 out of 10. There's no originality in those names, and they sound like profane things that can actually be misconstrued for various amount of things. We get into the lyrical content, there's not much of it. Like I said, 58.22% of this song is the chorus, which goes, I got the sauce, little bitch, I got the sauce. They say this like 100 times, and you can't listen to this with your relatives. You can't listen to this at a party because everybody's gonna be like, what the hell? So these guys are already making sure that people don't want to play their music from the start because they can't think of enough lyrics to put around, I got a sauce, little bitch, I got the sauce. So at the start of the song, yes, the beat is a bit okay. It's nothing revolutionary. It's not something that's gonna give you that euphoria, all right? And they actually get the song, a 3-minute song to start with 48 seconds of beat. All right, like whoa, yeah. Niggas got nothing to say. They're already on gap fillers from the start. We know a lot of hip-hop artists have used gap fillers that have embarrassed them later on, like Ludacris. I'm gonna touch that later on, but these guys start from the start. They're not ashamed at all. They don't give a damn. They're probably not signed to anybody we're talking about except Lil Keed, who's signed to Young Thug, but it's just gap fillers from the start. A minute of bouncing. A chick is gonna hear the song, hear the beat, which sounds a bit nice, and probably start bouncing for you just a little bit. Then you know you're getting that motion starting, and you're about like, damn, I'm about to get this booty twerking on me. You start getting aroused, but then she realized that, you know, stuff is not really gonna be popping. So the beat will be going like with the bass like yeah, it's kind of mobbing like that, but it goes on for a minute, and I'm gonna discount that. I mean, who's got the time to wait a minute for you to start singing? And this is like one of the first songs that you're doing that's bringing you to the spotlight. Nobody's gonna take that shit seriously, like seriously. Okay, so at the same time on the video, we actually realized that, you know, this is gonna be some low budget video. There's some cliche elements there with niggas with a stack of bricks, which is probably some fake notes. They're rolling dice, right? And These niggas are in a restaurant written triple X, so they're trying to do the whole stripper thing in a restaurant. They couldn't even actually probably afford a strip joint and proper chicks who were getting naked. The chicks probably didn't even allow them to strip them properly because these niggas weren't paying enough. But something you want to notice about this kid, it looks like he wants to be in the Illuminati because there's a whole lot of fire and horns and a whole lot of effects. Like he probably wants to come out like a werewolf. This guy is somebody who probably grew up watching Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Somewhere along the lines, he decided to rap because he wants to be in the Illuminati. Probably he wants them to help him with record sales because his shit is gonna be lame. By the time you actually get to 36 seconds on the video, there's that girl in the booth probably trying to call her mama like, mama, please come get me away from this shit. It's not really rocking. Okay, I mean, one thing about this kid, there's also these satanic nuances, right, in his video. And one thing he has to know is he's not gonna get into the Illuminati, especially with such a lame music. First of all, what you need to know about the Illuminati is it's a lineage-based cult. It's mostly Europeans. They really recruit from outside their cult, and obviously these little punks are not gonna make it with those lyrics, with the video. So the first minute of the video is a total waste, some cliche stuff. You know you're in from some low budget, uninteresting shit, and a restaurant, strip restaurant joint. I don't know, man. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that set, but I think that set is pretty lame. So in this dumb video, this guy claims that his presidential costs the same as a Bentley truck. Now, an entry-level Bentley truck is about 200 grand. You look at that presidential, those presidentials go for about $40,000. And looking at the little ice he's got on that watch, which we don't even know whether it's real or not, that watch is now going up to $200,000. So you know this guy is a guy who, if he gets big for whatever miracle reason, is going to be called out for lies, like Drake used to be called out for lying and exaggerating. I mean, you can fake it till you make it, but this kid with this music is definitely not going to make it. $200,000 on your wrist? I doubt, dude. You do not have that much there. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Look at the watch, look at the ice, do your research. You will notice that this does not cost as much as the Bentley truck. But in the rap world, where people like Future used to sing about Bentley trucks before they were actually released, telling us that he's rolling around in a Bentley truck, expect anything from rappers. I think what happens is when they're in the studio, they actually are on drugs or something, or they're probably user, or they're running out of studio time. They've probably, you know, run some drug deal, come through with money enough for 3 hours. They have to drop something and leave, such that they start making false claims and start producing these shallow, immature lyrics. I don't know, but I mean, I'm the end user. I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about your struggle. I don't relate with that. I'm not American. You know, I don't get deep into things like that. I just judge you based on what you're doing, and 15-30 seconds into the song, if you don't please me, I move on to the next, and your life story is just flashed down the base of my speakers like that. So let me get into the lyrics. There's a whole lot of immature cliche shit going on. These guys are just flossing to the girls, to the haters. Nothing new, but even if you're doing something cliche, have the delivery. These guys don't have the delivery. Listen to what I'm about to say just now. Okay, so for the lyrics that are not part of the song, let's go. He starts off like this: sipping Henny, feeling messy, brand new crazy, way too busy. That crazy that he claims is 200 G's when we know that it's not, right? Stacking Benjis so I cannot check my celly, get the message. Not bad. At this point, it's lyrics that don't mean anything, not that we care, but he's delivering it well. Then he says this in the next sentence. You can't believe he actually said this. Listen to this. He's like, skinny but I'm flexing cause I love to make you jelly. Jelly. Did he just say jelly? Yes, that jelly. Like, are you jelly? Are you jealous? This is some Sesame Street immature lyrical content shit. This is stuff that you're not going to be proud of when you're on stage, but credit to him, he does deliver it kind of fast, so most people who are going to be high are not going to hear this part, right, of the people who actually are going to hear this song. But when people like me who act like they're Tupac start reviewing their music, your music, I'm going to bring this shit up, right? Remind me of Ludacris, when he was like, Austin Powers, fire. I actually then watched him at a show in Johannesburg, and he was actually embarrassed to sing that part. You know, when you're in the studio and you're high on drugs and you're releasing some of this shit, remember that at some point you're gonna have to come in front of us and actually redo that shit. Ludacris couldn't say that. Look for that clip, Ludacris Johannesburg. I think those would be the keywords for you. He performed #1 spot. He couldn't say like Austin Powers Faja. It was like Austin Powers Faja. Oh hey, I love gold. He couldn't say it in front of people, and this is the shit we're talking about. This is the shit that when you are with your girl and you're bumping it, right? And you're bumping it in the car, this is the moment that you switch the track. You're like, really? You know what I mean? So, lyrical content is a bit shallow. Anyway, let's get to it. So while we are on that, he says, skinny, but I'm flexing because I love to make you jelly. In addition to the stupid jelly part, what does being skinny have to do with flexing because he loves to make people jelly? This is just rhyming on some crap that people are not gonna like. Just rapping on some stuff people are not gonna like. This is not connected to the song in any way, and it doesn't make sense at all, and rappers like to do this all the time, but the critic is gonna be here to pick that up. There's a lot of iconic songs that have come across that have got a whole lot of this rubbish going on, but people let it go. I'm not gonna let it go. Lucky for you rappers, I'm probably just gonna get 10 views on this, so not much damage is gonna be done. But in a couple of years when I'm getting millions of views, like No Life Shaq, you're not gonna like it when I point this out. Then this other part during the verse where he's like, dick so big, girl, afraid to fuck. I mean, if you look at the context connected with what he's saying before when he goes for the haters and what he says after that, it actually doesn't make sense. Let me give you that example. So he goes on and he's like, don't let that shit take your breath. My shooters aim from the bellies up. Yeah, like don't be jealous. We're gonna shoot you down. Leave your little ass belly up. You don't go clout your belly up, which is fine. He's going for the haters. Then next he's like, dick too big, she's scared to fuck. Then after that he's like, brand new watch costs like a Bentley truck. So he goes from going for the haters, telling him not to hate because he'll deal with them, to how the chick is scared to fuck because he's got a big dick. Then next thing is lying about his presidential being worth the price of a Rolls Royce. That's some BS right there. It's just somebody sitting in the studio putting up lyrics so that they rhyme. There's no depth to this. Yes, you might get away with it and actually get the song out, like I'm getting away with this poor set. This is the reason why probably people are not engaging with my videos, but at least I know that this is stuff that I'm doing that's messing up my videos that I need to fix later on. Let me know in the comments below how else you want me to improve these videos. But this guy is probably oblivious to this because these guys from the hood are not that intelligent, you know. They're just doing what whoever they paid money would let them do. No offense, but that is the truth, and I'm the critique. I speak the truth. That's why I don't put people's music here, because by the time I'm done reviewing your video, you're going to want to hit me with a copyright strike, but there is no music to write off or to strike me with. Nah. So yeah, he goes from that to that to that. It doesn't make sense. I mean, let me know what you think about that. Do you tolerate this? How does it affect you even subconsciously when you're bumping in the club and all you want to do is get laid at the end of the night? You're concentrating on the chick, but doesn't some of this music make you cringe? Don't you just take a moment to notice that, oh my god, we've just been had here by this guy in the studio? Let me know. Okay, so by the end of the verse, you actually notice that this kid is not really trying to say anything but write rhymes, and we're not gonna know you for that. Even if you're just doing the whole cliche rap thing, you're gonna have to be a bit more original. So this is how he finishes his verse. Alright, brand new watch cost a Bentley truck. Lies. New Saint Laurent makes the Bentley truck, maybe, but not your Bentley truck. I pop pills just to keep me up. Yeah, we can see that. I make it hard for you to catch up. Yeah, probably niggas from the hood, from the projects, probably. Kid Buu, young nigga flexing now, yeah. So you actually realize at the end of the day that this verse is not really saying anything. It's just the bits and pieces of different elements that he wants to bring to the fore, that he wants us to know about him, and he mixes it up in the poorest of ways. First he's talking about his haters, he goes to the chicks, comes back to the pills, goes back to the lies, and all that. So that's a verse that you're probably gonna forget. Then the next verse we're looking at is from Lil Keed, whose flows are not so bad, especially in this song. He probably flows arguably better than Kid Buu, but you know, when he starts chirping like Young Thug, the guy is actually trying to copy, things get a bit messy. You know, Young Thug chirps, right? Yeah, we kind of like that actually. When I started listening to Young Thug, the first song I heard from him was Lifestyle. That was pretty dope. This kid is trying to do the same with an even higher pitched and sweeter voice. Yes, I know. It's kind of like funny to say that about a man, but he's got a sweet voice when he's actually trying to chirp like Young Thug. So let's get down into that verse just a little bit. It's the same old BS, but delivered just a bit better. Okay, so we get to Lil Kid, sorry. He's like, I drip this shit in the sun and the rain. That's kind of like baby boy lyrics. Please don't do that, right? Just like immature. We already said it. If you're a thug, please keep up the thugginess by using lyrics that make you sound hard. Dripping this shit in the sun and the rain sounds like some Sesame Street shit, man. Like you're out there waiting for the rain to stop and the sun to come out so you can dance in the rainbow. Right, you do look like rainbows by the way you dress, but please don't act like kids. At least try to sound hard. These kids, with the way they're trying to portray themselves as hard knock thugs, it's not really coming out. I don't know, let me know what you think, but they're not sounding hard as they want to be because of the lyrical content. So it's like, I put this shit on like every day. Yeah, maybe, you know, when you wear some of your stuff, then you go into Young Thug's wardrobe and you wear some of his stuff since you're copying him and everything. Yeah, you might pull that off. Then it's like double CC on the seat of the Wraith. Guys, what's a double CC? I tried to research on that. I can't actually figure that out. Those in the projects where these kids come from, let us know, what does a double CC mean? Is it a Chanel? Maybe CC, maybe that CC Chanel, or it's not GG, CC. I mean, I need to hate on something. I'm a hater, but for me to hate on something properly, I need to know what it means. So let me know in the comments below what that means. I think CC for Chanel, but that's the thing that just came to mind right now. Chanel that I can afford, but I'm still gonna hate on him because the way he's just bringing this shit out, it's just not gonna work. Okay, so that opens the verse to flossing like Lil Buu, which is the easiest thing to do for people who do not know how to come up with proper musical concept. Then he goes on, not saving hoes, I don't need a cape, so he dunks on the hoes as well. Right, just like Lil Buu did, but for one sentence. It looks like these guys, even though they're disorganized, they're organized in their whole disorganized type of thing that they're going on. So he takes a crack at the chicks for one sentence. Then he goes back to, so he says, not saving hoes, I don't need a cape, I put a ring on my nose, yeah. Stepping on Yeezy boost souls, yeah. That's that lyrical immaturity that we're talking about. Who wants to know that you've got a ring on your nose? Yes, we can see it on the video. Stepping on Yeezy boost souls, I don't know, is he trying to get some favor with Kanye by calling out his label? I don't know, but seems like he's a sneakerhead and is letting that get into his head. I mean, there are a lot of sneakerheads like the game, and they've got a way of actually bringing in this side of their lives into the music. This kid needs to find another way of telling us that he wears Yeezy. Okay, so that's it for the track. You can listen to it on Apple Music or on YouTube. It's something that's probably going to get you going maybe for 2 minutes, and that's it. I mean, I just want to explain to some of these kids, you know, when they're like in the studio, they're surrounded by people with ulterior motives, you know, that actually don't lay some of these things out. Maybe the studio guy just wants to get paid for his studio time, and everybody just wants to rip off the little money that they got from a deal they did by the corner. But I'm here giving you this information for free. Obviously, I'm trying to build my channel. I've got my own ulterior motives, but I'm going to be raw with you. I'm going to be straight up with you. So it's some of that free $50,000 advice that you're going to get. So Kid Buu, watch my video and learn about how you messed up. So that's it for the track. Something you're going to forget quickly. I'll give it 4 or 5 out of 10 for the nice beat, but the delivery is something even I can do. And I'm not going to actually spend time listening to your music so I can listen to something that I can do. I don't even like my own music. I should try to rap. Maybe I'll rap a bit for you in the future when you know, get me some likes and some follows on my video. But So let's go to the album art. I'm the critique. I look at everything. Yeah, I'm paranoid like that or crazy. I'll give the album art a 4 out of 10 for lack of originality, lack of a surprise. It's just mundane, predictable stuff. If you look at the album art, it's just this bottle of sauce with Kid Buu's face on it on a gray background. That's so cliche. We know you're gonna do that. Maybe if you could have taken like what you did in the video where the sauce is being poured out and there's fire, even though those effects were poor and they're probably from your nigga in the hood who knows how to play around with Photoshop or Adobe or whatever, it was just so cliche. So 4 out of 10. But what was interesting on the album art, it was written Magin made or Magin made. Now I actually did some research on that. It means demon god or devil. It's a god from Japanese mythology. And when you look at this dude, it actually begins to make sense. He really does think he's Satan or is an affiliate or something like that. He thinks that is a demon. So Magin made is actually put in small words. Or this could actually be a ploy for him to actually, you know, get people talking. He puts it as if it's something in the background, and somebody like me notices it. We talk about it. We start talking about him in those terms, like, you know, he's a Satanist and whatnot. This probably gets his name out. Probably could be another avenue he's trying to explore. We got you on that. So let me know, do you think this guy is really Illuminati or not? Let me know in the comments below. I don't think so. He probably was a church usher at a Roman Catholic church, and now he's trying to use Satanism to actually get his music going, like a lot of people have been doing of late. It's not good. You'll probably be punished at the end of your life, but I mean, if that's your grind, that's your grind. But we are gonna talk about it. So this kid is probably trying to use that side of things to get people to talk about him. I don't know if that's gonna work. If it doesn't work, like it looks like it doesn't work, or it's not gonna work, you're gonna get fried in hell for no apparent reason. Actually didn't get to make the money. So this is my review. Kid Buu featuring Lil Keed, Sauce. Like, we all got sauce. I don't think it's the song we're talking about. The video ain't what we're talking about. If you probably look at YouTube, it doesn't have many views, and little channels like me are the ones that are going to be reviewing him, so it's not going to get much exposure from the reactions. I'm probably going to get 10-15 views from this. It's a pretty sad situation, but I mean, help me grow. As the channel grow, I can actually then, you know, analyze the bigger music that has got more competitive keywords. You can see me talking about Drake. Trust me, I've got a lot to say about those guys, and I'm not saying anything about them because my channel doesn't qualify yet. I'll get 0 views for that. I'd rather take 10 views for going after an unknown like Kid Buu than 0 views for working hours just to, you know, get nothing on Drake. So like the channel, like the video, share the video, comment below, let me grow so I can start talking about your real favorite rappers, not these 2-cent rappers. I'm tired. Peace. Lil Keed goes on and says, "Diamond choker on me froze." I mean, people, you know the memes about people who wear chokers. You're just telling us with the choker that you don't afford a real chain, right? Then he goes like, "I'm getting chips like it's poker. I just went Liu Kang kicking." Okay, so this dude is now thinking of the video games that he plays. I mean, who talks about Liu Kang? Okay, fine. I don't know, I just don't get it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this thing. But I think this is another sign of lyrical immaturity. I mean, Liu Kang. So actually, from a lyrical perspective, at least Kid Buu is a bit more consistent and less immature. This guy is more immature than Lil Kid. He deserves the second verse, and he deserves the fact that I only got to know his name today. Then he's like, "Hellcat racing with your bae." Okay, so you're from the right, now you're in the Hellcat. I know maybe Americans have got some interesting taste in cars and they mix them up in ways that some of us around here don't understand, but Hellcat with Gucci and all that, the stuff that they're talking about, the presidentials, it's not really linking up. Hellcat is probably for the G-Shocks. I mean, not for the Rolls Royce fashionistas. Let me know what you think about this, but I don't think it's blending. So, you know, when you are like laying down some of these lyrics, just make sure that, you know, it's not really coming out bogus in that. Then after that, you actually hear the guy raising the pitch of his voice to Young Thug levels. Like I said, he's a Young Thug wannabe. I'm not really gonna get much into that. Play the song towards the end of his second verse. He's chirping like Young Thug. That's when a lot of you will probably discount him and probably just drop the song and drop off if you haven't dropped off already on my video, since they don't get very high engagement ratios. I mean, I'm working on it. As you can see, I'm trying to be funny and all that with y'all, but as for this song, these guys are probably on my level or worse. They're actually worse because these guys have got resources that they're wasting. If I had money like this, I wouldn't be, just sitting in my room, in my sitting room, and just recording videos of that, or the camera gear and all that. These guys have got at least some of that, but they're not utilizing it. They've got the backing of people like Young Thug. Young Thug, this has been a disappointment from your protege. I mean, spend more time with them. Maybe it's just like you're trying to serve the hood by being seen as being there to bring up these young kids, but also take time to mentor them, because they're really releasing some poor stuff out here, man. Some poor stuff.